Hi, Caitlin. How are
Hi.
you? Nice.
Good. Good. How are you doing?
Fine. Thanks for asking.
Great. And
Uh,
so it's Ricardo, right?
yes, you're
Okay.
correct.
Where are you calling from, Ricardo?
I'm from Brazil. I'm actually in São Paulo City.
Oh, okay.
Uh, my, my English is not that good. I'm a beginner intermediate English speaker.
And how long have you been studying English?
Oh, from many years, I have been in England for 6 months trying to learn English, but that was 10 years ago.
And was
And
that,
in
were
Brazil,
you studying there or were you working there?
yes, I was working for
Work.
6 months,
Oh, wow. Okay.
and yes, in Brazil, I didn't found many opportunities to practice, so I
Mhm.
forgot many things.
Well, that's okay. That's why you have to practice. And have you done verbaling classes before?
Yes, this is my first time with you, but I'm using Verbling for about 2 months, and I have participated in many classes.
Okay. And do you do them like every day, every week?
I mean, not. I have a irregular attending to the classes. I
Okay.
choose according to my free time. So,
Got
but every week I uh, take 2 or 3 classes at least.
it. That's great. Hello, Adela. Hello? Adela? I don't know if she can hear me. Adela?
It took a few seconds
Oh, it
to
did.
start hearing you.
Disconnect. Okay, got it. All right. So
Hello,
anyway, um, oh, hi, how are you doing?
fine, thanks for asking.
Good. It's nice to see you again. Okay. So, let's see. I guess I'll go ahead. Ah, someone else has arrived. Okay. So, to everyone who is here, are you familiar with food idioms? Have you studied them at all?
I'm not quite familiar.
Okay. You've never studied them.
No, probably I have heard many of them. I understand, but I can't remember them
Okay,
right
yeah.
now.
So they're
Same for,
the same with you?
yes, I
Okay,
think
great.
I know something, but I don't know exactly what idiom,
Okay, got it.
food
So
idiom.
maybe you haven't learned them formally, but you've heard a lot of them.
Yes,
Okay. And hello, Luo.
Hello, nice to
Hi.
meet you.
Nice to meet you. Where are you calling from?
I'm from China.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And have you learned about food idioms before? Are you familiar with any?
No, I don't
You don't
think
think
so.
so? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, it's okay if a few other people arrive, but for now, I'm going to read you just a short paragraph of text. And in this paragraph, there are some food idioms. If you can, while I'm reading, I want you to write down any idioms that you recognize. Okay, and then later we'll see if we can figure out the meaning. Is that clear?
yes,
Yes.
Uh, we
Great.
have to write in the chat box or write over here in.
Whatever you want. If you want to write in the chat box, that would be great. So then everyone else can see what you've heard. Okay, so here is uh, the text. John's dad came home one afternoon and said he could no longer bring home the bacon. His dad said, "I lost the job that I never liked, and now I just went from the frying pan into the fire." John told his father he must make his bread and butter doing something he really loved to do. That way, work doesn't feel quite so much like work. His dad took his advice, buttered up Steve Jobs, and got a job creating iPhone apps. His dad told John it wasn't easy working at a new job, but he had no problem remaining cool as a cucumber under the pressure. Okay. So, did anyone hear any food idioms?
Remaining cucumber.
Yes, cool.
Good, okay. And excellent. Okay, and how do you say your name? Hussein?
Yeah, same.
Hussein. Okay, nice to
Yeah.
meet you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so great. So cool as a cucumber. Have you heard this one before? Some of you maybe? Okay, does anyone have an idea what this means?
Relaxed, very relaxed, no?
Yeah, just essentially really relaxed, right? Okay, and did you hear any others?
No,
No others. Anyone?
I didn't.
Okay. You just joined. Okay, I'll read the paragraph one more time and listen again. So obviously listen for food-related words. Okay? All right. John's dad came home one afternoon and said he could no longer bring home the bacon. His dad said, "I lost the job that I never liked, and now I just went from the frying pan into the fire." John told his father he must make his bread and butter doing something he really loved to do. That way, work doesn't quite feel so much like work. His dad took his advice, buttered up Steve Jobs, and got a job creating iPhone apps. His dad told John it wasn't easy working at a new job, but he had no problem remaining cool as a cucumber under the pressure. All right, so I'm going to paste it into the chat box and we can discuss some of these expressions. So, what's the first food-related word that you see in the text? You have it
No
in
longer bring home the bacon.
Yeah, bring home the bacon. So, do you have any idea what? So the expression here is to bring home the bacon. Do you have any idea what this means?
No benefit for home, maybe.
Close, yeah. So to bring home the bacon means to make money, right? And so since the father was fired from his job, he said he could not bring home the bacon. Okay?
Okay.
All right. The next food-related word is not something you can eat, but it's something you use to cook. Can anyone find this?
Frying pan into the fire, no?
Good, yeah. So to go from the frying pan into the fire. Okay, any guesses what this means?
From one dangerous to the another dangerous, maybe.
Yeah, excellent. So it's similar to the expression we have when you're stuck between, if any of you have heard this, but it basically means that you have two options and they're both pretty bad, right? So going from the frying pan into the fire means going from one bad thing to another bad thing, or another unpleasant thing. Okay. All right. The next one, there's a food that's used as a verb.
Make his bread and butter.
Okay, good. Okay, and so make his bread and butter. Bread and butter means the substantial things that you need to live, right? Because if you think about it, they're very basic foods. You can call them essentials. Okay, and so you can also use this to say the bread and butter of the issue, right? The main important thing about the issue is da da da. Right, and let me know if you have any questions while I'm explaining these. Feel free to stop me and ask. Okay. Let's see. So the next one is also a food used as a verb.
Butter up.
Yeah, to butter up. Any idea what this might mean?
Flattering.
To flatter.
Flatter.
Good, yes,
Yeah.
flatter. Right? Or
Yeah.
to a not quite as polite way to say this is to suck up to someone, right? And we say that a bit more, but you can butter up to someone. You schmooze, right? You flatter them. Okay. And the last one we talked about, right? To be cool as a cucumber, meaning to just to not worry or not react under pressure. Okay, so any questions about these?
No.
No.
Okay, good. All right, so we're going to do some more. So I'm going to share my screen with you so we can look at a presentation. Okay? And this will be a similar activity where you'll be reading food idioms in sentences, and together we'll try to discern the meaning. All right, so screen share. Okay, can you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Okay. All right, so.
No.
Okay, so.
No share.
Can you see this? Not yet. Okay, it's loading.
No.
Still no.
No. I
Can you
think it's
see this
not
now?
shared because the icon.
Oh, you can still see me. Okay, hold on. Sorry.
Yeah.
Screen share. Sorry about that. Okay. And now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, right? Okay, great. Sorry about that. All right, so food idiom. The first one. Can someone read this? Anyone volunteer to read?
Do you want someone to read the paragraph?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, do you mind reading this?
Of course. Okay, but the screen is appearing sometimes when someone talk. The screens appear. Now it's on the screen.
Okay.
I thought I was just going to, yes.
It disappears.
I thought I was just, no, now it's still on the screen.
Okay, all right. Sorry about that. So I'm going to stop the screen share. Okay, and I'll just send you the link. Okay,
Yes,
so.
better.
Okay, I'll just send you the link. Okay. All right, and so you'll just have to follow along with me. Okay, so if you look in the Verbling box, you'll have a
It's
link
better.
to this presentation.
Yes, better.
Okay, sorry about that. All right, so when you have this open, just click to the first slide. And don't click ahead, because then you'll see the answers. Okay, so the first one, do you mind reading this again, please? Now that we can all see.
Caitlin, I didn't receive the link. in the chat box. I got nothing about the link.
In the
Did
message
anyone?
box. Here, I'll post it
Oh,
in the chat. Okay.
Yes.
yes. Now,
The blue
yes. Now I.
square. All right.
Okay.
Great. Okay, so go ahead and read.
May I?
Okay.
Okay, so
Maybe
does everyone have the,
maybe I can do this, and the next one you can do it. Maybe
okay. All right,
it
go
takes
ahead.
time to open it. Yeah, okay.
All right.
I thought I was just going to interview the secretary, but they let me talk to the big cheese himself.
Okay. So here obviously the idiom is
They
big
let me
cheese.
talk to the big cheese, and yeah, I'm not sure, but somebody that is very important or
Okay.
something.
Yeah, so the big cheese is like the boss. It's an important person. And I have no idea why we use that expression, but we do. So if you're an important person, someone might call you the big cheese. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So, and if you click to the right, you'll see exactly a very important person. Okay, the next one.
Please tell me the bread and butter of your report. Don't go into details. I think the essential, no, the important.
Good. Yeah, the essential or the important, right? So if you click to the right, you'll see they define it as the necessities, the main thing. Okay. Next.
Okay. Rick wants to be rich, but he doesn't want to work. He wants to have his cake and eat too.
Okay. So has anyone heard this expression before?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, yeah, this one is pretty common. And so, does anyone have an idea of what it means?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, what does it mean?
It's like when you want to have something and uh, you don't want. Oh, I know the meaning, but it's like
It's
you
hard
want
to,
to have your cake. You want to be satisfied, and you want your cake remain the same.
yeah,
Kind of.
right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, so good. Yeah, so you want to eat your cake, but you want it to remain the perfect cake, right? So that's the literal meaning. But we say it to mean when you want to have everything your way, right? So you might if you ask your mother, if you're a teenager and you ask your mother, Mom, can you do my laundry because I don't have any clothes to wear and I need to go to the movies with a friend, right? Some silly request from a teenager. The mother might say, "Ah, like Mary, you always want to have your cake and eat it too, right? You want to have everything and you don't want to work for it." Okay. Any questions?
Yeah.
Okay. The next one.
He had the ball, but he dropped it. What a butterfingers.
Good. Okay. What do you think this means?
He had ball. Butterfingers is to sleep. I don't know.
Yeah.
To
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's someone who's clumsy who drops things a lot, right? Because imagine if you have butter on your fingers, is it going to be easy or difficult to hold items? Will it be easy or difficult to hold items if you have butter on your fingers?
I think it's difficult.
It'll be difficult, right? It'll be slippery. So a butterfingers is someone who drops things a lot. Okay. So the next one, cool as a cucumber, we discussed this one already, right? So they define this as someone who's very relaxed. Does everyone see this next slide? Okay. So very relaxed. Can someone read this?
We, me, for example, I don't have the other. We invite
Okay, I'm
the
going to start
cream of.
choosing people by random so this goes more quick. Good.
Okay, we invite the cream of the crop to entertain us at the Christmas party. I think is the best people or the
Right, it's like the best of the best. All right, are you having trouble
Yeah.
hearing
okay.
me? Are you?
We can hear you.
You can or you cannot?
Yes.
You can.
We can hear you. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Can.
Wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Good. Sorry. Okay. So,
But sometimes it seems like you are speaking, but your voice is coming after you.
okay.
Yes, there is a delay between your voice and your image.
Okay, sorry about that. So, I'm going to make the resolution a bit worse. Is it okay if I turn off video?
Okay for me?
Can you hear me more? Or can you hear me better now?
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes my internet has problems and I have to turn off the video. Okay. But we can keep going. Slide mod. Are you do you have the document open?
Yes, I
Okay,
have it.
great. Do you mind reading number 8?
8. Opera isn't exactly my cup of tea.
Good.
Cup of tea means I don't like it.
Okay, so your cup of tea is something that you do like, but here it's used negatively. So
Yeah,
exactly.
because it
Here they're saying,
isn't. Yes, you're right.
yeah, so it isn't. So to say it isn't my cup of tea, and we usually use it negatively, means I don't really like it. It's not my thing. So very good. Okay, Hussein, the next one.
Yeah. You are going to have to really use your noddle on this crossword puzzle. It's very difficult. I think it's like use your brain very
Good.
effectively.
Yeah, so use your noodle. Just means use your brain.
Yeah.
Okay, number 10. Ricardo?
Okay. I'm nuts about classical music these days. I think it's crazy. I love something of the kind. I love very, very much, I think.
Excellent. Okay. Very
Sometimes I hear this like in movies. Are you nuts? Is it okay to
Alright.
say that?
Yeah, you can say, "Are you nuts?" Which means, "Are you crazy?" Right? So
Crazy.
here, I'm crazy about, I'm nuts about, I really love classical music. But you can also say, he drives me nuts. Here, I'll type this here. Right, I type this in the verbling box. It just means he drives me crazy. He drives me nuts.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? Hello?
Harry has been out to lunch ever since he lost his job. Very depressed, no? Sad.
Yeah, so it kind of means you lost it. You're going a little bit crazy. You're not yourself. So yeah, in this case, probably a little depressed, a little sad.
Rest. Okay.
Right? There's something not quite right. Ahmad, the next one?
Okay. Your daughter is one smart cookie. She reads much higher than her grade level. Yeah, probably clever. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just
and in
means
unusual way, probably.
you're very smart, very clever.
I don't know, is it like nerd? Yeah.
He's a nerd. It doesn't have to be. It just means they're very, very smart.
Okay.
Okay. So the next, yeah, no. So yeah, but it could.
Oh,
Don't worry. This piece of cake finish in 20 minutes is easy peasy, no?
Is the teacher here or not?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think she's right now here, but she cannot talk or we cannot hear.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can anyone
No,
write? Yeah.
we cannot hear you, Kaitlin.
We need a new teacher.
No.
You can be. You can be. Who
No.
says that?
Another.
Yeah.
No, not a new teacher. She might just change her. I don't know what you call it. Adjust. She has left the group now.
Yes.
Yeah, she has joined back. Good.
She's trying to get back.
Yeah.
Let's wait a bit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, very
Yeah.
sorry.
Yes.
You have had class with me before. You know that I often have some internet problems, and I'm very sorry about that.
That's fine.
No worries.
You can adjust the bandwidth on the top, teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it
All right,
very.
so I'll keep. It's already on very low, and if I have any more problems, I'll just turn off the video again.
Okay.
Okay. Great. So where were we? Slide 13. Who was reading?
Yes, don't worry. This piece of cake I finish in 20 minutes. Easy peasy.
Yeah, very easy, right? It's a piece of cake. So we say this one is very common. We say this quite a bit. Okay, 14. Let's see, Ahmad?
Okay. That second-hand car I bought was a real lemon. It broke down a week after I bought it. Lemon, we said lemon car means not in a good condition.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's something that doesn't work. Right? So if you buy something that's a lemon, it's something you shouldn't have bought.
Okay.
Good. Okay, Hussein,
Yeah.
number 15?
Fred will never ask Lucy for a date. He is a chicken.
Great.
Okay. Chicken. If you call chicken. If you call a person chicken, I think it means like a person who is not brave.
Good. Yeah. So a synonym for
Chicken.
a chicken is a coward.
Coward, right?
Mm-hmm. A coward. Okay. Number 13. Luo?
Oh, yes, thank you. They couldn't get to sleep because they were full of beans.
Okay. Any idea what this means?
Full of beans. Maybe have some of not of sin in his my mind.
Yeah, okay, yeah, when you have a lot of things on your mind or when you have a lot of energy. So this comes from the idea of coffee beans, which obviously have a ton of caffeine and keep you awake. So we say, oh, I'm full of beans, I can't sleep. Okay, and so here, yeah, they define it as to have lots of energy. All right, questions?
No.
Okay, Ricardo, number 17.
Okay. He never phoned his mother. He was a bad egg. I think bad egg in this context means not good child.
Good, yeah. So it just means you're not trustworthy. You're someone who, yeah, you're a bad kid. You're someone that people don't trust.
Okay.
Okay. And we also say a bad apple. So a bad egg or a bad apple. And they can be used pretty much the same way. All right, so we're almost finished. Adela, can you read number 18?
She should get out more. She's turning into a real couch potato. And this is a lazy person in the sofa, etc.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a lazy person, a couch potato. Very good.
Have you heard of mouse potato?
A what?
Mouse potato.
A Mars potato.
No, mouse.
A mouse potato. Like this.
Yeah, mouse,
No, what is
the
that?
animal. I heard in one of Verbal classes, they say mouse potato is the one who sit in front of computer all day long. Yeah.
Funny. There are a lot of mashed potatoes these
A
days.
new word idiom, no?
Yes.
To the computer, addict
Yeah, I didn't even
computer.
know that one. Good. Yeah, I'm sure there are a ton of new technological idioms that I don't know about.
Yeah.
I'll have to take a Verbling class and learn about those. Okay. Let's see. So a couch potato, someone who watches TV. A mouse potato, someone who sits at their computer. Thank you very much. Okay. And let's see, Ahmad, number 19.
Okay. When Harry lost his job, he was really in the soup. I don't know, worried, depressed, upset.
Yeah, this is kind of a strange one. This one just means you're in trouble.
Yeah, okay.
You're in trouble. Okay? And so with this one, I like to imagine that I'm a little bug or something, and I
Yeah.
fall in the soup, and obviously I'm in trouble. I
Is
could
it like when you say like bubble, something in trouble? I don't remember.
That's from, so bubble, bubble, toil and trouble or whatever. That's from fairy tales. You know what
Okay.
fairy tales are? So usually when we tell stories about witches
Yeah.
to children, we say, and the old witches were saying, bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. So that's different, but an interesting reference.
Okay.
Okay. And the last one, number 20, we've talked about, right? What does it, so it says, I'm looking for a job. I need to do something to bring home the bacon. So what does this mean again?
To make money.
Yeah, to make money. Good, to make money. Or to earn money to live. Okay. So, any questions about these? Are you finding them easy, difficult?
I want to ask about full of beans.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I use it like if someone, for example, ask me, you look preoccupied?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So can I say yeah? Like I feel like I don't know, full of beans or something like that,
Yeah,
or
because it's
it is wrong. Because sometimes when you think of about a lot of things, or I don't know, is it a good situation to use this
you could
idiom or
say
not?
that, but it would be specifically if you're worried about something and it makes you very jittery.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
familiar with this word? So jittery is the feeling if you drink like 8 cups of coffee, you will feel jittery, right? You're shaking and you
yeah.
feel like you have so much energy. So if you're
Hmm.
worried and it's giving you anxiety, then you could say that. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Too exciting. Too much exciting, I see. It means.
Yeah, when you're overly excited. Okay, any other questions? Okay, so I'm going to send you a link um, that has the idioms and the meanings and examples that we've just learned, as well as some others. So everyone take a look at this. I'll post it in the chat box as well.
Okay.
Okay, so does everyone have this page open?
Yep.
Yes.
Great. Okay, um, so I want to teach you a few more idioms. Most of these I think we've discussed, but the ones we haven't, we can review quickly. And then we'll do some practice so we can practice using these idioms in speaking. All right, so if you say that someone is the apple of your eye, it means it's someone you love or admire, right? So a father might say, uh, about his daughter, she's the apple of my eye, right? She's my treasure. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Because in Arabic we say like pupil of my eye.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, the little thing inside.
Yeah, that's a very cool connection. Okay, great. The next one, to have a bun in the oven. Has anyone heard this?
No.
No.
No. So this just means to be pregnant, right? Because what is a bun?
It is the bread that we use for burgers.
Yeah, it's bread basically. So when you have a bread in the oven, so here the oven is the mother's uterus, right? And the bun is the baby.
But is it okay? It is not like offensive or rude to say that.
It would be a bit strange to say if you met a woman and she was clearly pregnant, you shouldn't say, "Oh, you have a bun in the oven." Like not because it's necessarily rude, but it just she might think you're a little bit crazy.
Okay.
So this
Okay.
is something you'll see more um, in literature, in some pop culture references, right? It's something that you just need to be aware of. But it's a good question. I wouldn't use it that frequently.
Okay.
Okay, good. All right. And I think they said it more in maybe like 30 or 40 years ago. Like if you watch, has anyone seen the movie Grease, the musical?
Yes.
No.
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, if you watch that, so this is like set in the 60s, and they use that phrase a few times. So that's just like where I remember it from the most. So I think it's a bit antiquated now. Is the in short. Okay. A bad egg we discussed. Big cheese, bread and butter. Bring home the bacon, butter someone up.
In
No, go ahead.
Spanish, when something is a borderline, this is not very intelligent. We say this person don't finish to burn in the oven, to cook in the oven or the auction,
Oh,
not finish to the.
okay, so it's some when okay, so we also have that expression. We say half baked, right? And I think let's see if this is on this. Cheese.
Is don't finish the coction,
Yeah,
the
so
period. Don't finish the
yeah,
period
it's not
to
fully cooked. So when
to
you
have.
say half
Yeah.
baked, it means you're halfway cooked, right? And that means you can say a person or an idea is half.
Half baked. Okay.
So if you
Yes.
have an idea that's not very good, someone might say, "Boy, that's a real half-baked idea," right? You didn't think that one through.
Yes. Yes.
We
Yes.
have a similar expression too. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's see. If you scroll down to carrot top, right? This is how we describe someone with very red hair.
Ginger.
A ginger. Good. A carrot top is a ginger. Good.
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheesy. Have you heard this?
no, never.
Cheesy is like sappy, like a soap opera, right? Do you know what a soap opera is on the television? That
TV
is,
show.
those are cheesy. Yeah,
Comedy.
you know, it's you know those TV shows that are very exaggerated and very dramatic, and you know people are always falling in love and having these tragic accidents, very dramatic scenes always. You might call that cheesy because it's so exaggerated it doesn't seem real.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it is like not strong drama, but try to make it just work. You know.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Let's see. I think we've looked at all of these. Now, if you scroll down more, to egg someone on, this is pretty common. It means to encourage someone to do something. And this can be, we often use this in a negative context. So you could say, he was trying to break in to the store and his friends were egging him on, right? They were encouraging him to do this bad thing. Okay. I'm skipping some of them, the ones that I don't think are as relevant today, but if you do have questions, ask me. Okay, so if you scroll down a bit more, there's the expression, to have something handed to someone on a silver platter. So this just means to get something that you don't deserve. So if you look to the right, you have the sentence, the professor's daughter had her college diploma handed to her on a silver platter, right? So it's implying that since she was the professor's daughter, she did not have to work hard in the university. Is that one clear?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, in a nutshell, if you scroll down 3 more, this means in summary.
Is it used? Is
Yeah.
it common?
This one is surprisingly common. It sounds like it would be strange, but
Yeah.
you say it. So yeah, if you're describing something, so maybe you had a really bad day, right? It was raining, you were late for work, you got in a fight with your friend, I don't know, your boss yelled at you. You could say, in a nutshell, it was a disaster, right? So in summary, it was a disaster.
So can I use this idiom in writing as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Good. Okay. To be nuts about, we discussed. To be out to lunch, a smart cookie. So if you look at the expression peach fuzz, so this is when you have a little bit of hair on your chin, right? So like a teenage boy that's just growing a beard will have peach fuzz. Okay.
What do you call that little hair? I mean, for men, they have little hair under their lip.
Under their lip.
Yeah, not on the
Like
chin.
here?
I don't know.
Here?
Mustache.
A mustache.
No, underneath. Not.
A goatee.
Again, please.
goatee.
Ah,
I typed it here. I'll type it in the.
Goat animal. Goat is an animal.
no, it is not on the chin. It is immediately under
Here, right?
the
Right
lower
there.
lip. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a goatee. So
Ah.
this on your chin is a beard.
Mm.
And then if you have something here, like a little patch, that's a goatee.
Because I heard something like soul. I don't remember. Soul. I don't remember the name.
Soul patch.
Yeah, probably soul patch. Yeah, that's what
The
I
soul
mean.
patch, that's informal. It's like a slang term for it.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, that's funny. Yeah, soul patch. Good. Okay. And then some of these, okay, so piece of cake we discussed about. The next one's important, to put all of your eggs in one basket. So imagine, has anyone heard this expression before?
Yes, in
Yeah.
Spanish it's same to invest. Don't invest in same, no?
Good, yeah. So we say don't put your eggs in one basket, right? And it means imagine someone is applying to universities, and they don't have very good marks in school, but they only apply to one university that they really like, right? So their parents might say, don't put your eggs in one basket, right? That's not a good idea. You should increase your options.
In Spanish is mainly for the business. Don't invest in one bank only.
Okay.
You need to difference the investment, because if one crash, the other you have another possibility. It's
Great,
for
okay.
money.
Interesting. In English, it can be for any context, right? So it doesn't have to be just with money. Okay. And the last one I want to look at is the second to last one, to take something with a pinch or a grain of salt. So that just means to not believe someone fully. To take something with a grain of salt. So if you have a friend who always exaggerates, right, and she tells another friend something, you might say, take her advice with a grain of salt, right? Because she sometimes embellishes, she exaggerates the truth. All right. Any questions about any of these?
No, but we need examples probably.
You need examples. Okay.
Exercises or something.
Great. Okay. So, right under, we have a quiz. Okay. And so I want to do this together. So here, exactly what you wanted. We have some examples and context. Okay?
Okay.
So, food idioms. All right. So just volunteer if you want. Let's do the first one together. So I just found out Anne has a
Pan in the oven.
right, meaning she is
Pregnant.
Pregnant. Yes.
good. Excellent. Okay. Who can do number 2?
Well, Ahmed, me.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to hear a cheesy joke?
Good. Which means
Silly or tacky?
yeah, something that's exaggerated, right? It's something where instead of really laughing, you're like, oh, ha 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 ha, right? It's not that way. All right, number 3.
The wine that I bought for dinner is the cream of the crop.
Great. Meaning
Is the best wine.
best of the best, right? Very good. Okay. Number 4.
Ricardo should do that.
Ricardo, do you want to do number 4?
Yes, but I'm not sure about the answer.
Don't worry.
Sorry. Yeah, but the sausages rolls aren't my. Let me see. I think it's cup of tea.
Excellent, right? Sorry, but sausage rolls aren't my cup of tea. And do you remember what this means?
Yes, it's not my preferable thing.
Mm-hmm. Good. It's not my favorite thing.
Favorite thing, yes.
No, preferable is fine too. Good. Okay. The number 5. Hussein, do you want to do this one?
Yeah,
Okay.
we had to egg the man on before they would come swim with us, and it means we had to urge the man uh, to come.
Excellent. Okay. Number 6.
Supposed to be full of beans.
Full of beans, right? So
Yeah,
we spent a long time talking about this one. It just means you're full of energy.
yeah.
Okay. All right, and let's skip down to number 10.
Number 10.
Mm-hmm.
Take everything you read on the internet with a, a pinch of salt.
Excellent. And what does that mean?
Um, take care, no? I, I don't explain exactly the
Okay,
meaning.
not quite. So this one is tricky. It just means don't believe everything you read on the internet.
Take care with the
So
knowledge,
be
no?
careful, right? Yeah, so uh, when you read something on the internet, you should assume that it's probably not 100% true.
Okay.
Okay, great. So, any questions before we move on?
No
All right,
questions.
good. Okay, so do you remember the short story that I read to you at the beginning of the class?
Jones that came
I was
home.
late. That's why.
Okay, yeah, so it's pasted in the chat box. Okay, so I want you to do something similar. Okay, so I want you to write a short story using 4 to 5 food idioms. And it can be about anything you want. It can be very silly or crazy, but just show me that you know how to use them correctly.
Okay.
Let's say 3 to 5 because we're low on time. Okay, so take a few minutes and think of a quick story, and then in the last few minutes of class, we'll read them. And if you prefer to type it, you can either tell me speaking or type. If you prefer to write it, you can paste it in the Verbling or chat boxes.
It's better you type, no? For me, it's easy,
Okay.
easy peasy.
Good. It's a piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
Good.
I wrote something.
Okay. Would you like to read it or send it to me in writing?
Sorry, what is the... What is?
Sorry?
No, okay.
Should
Nada.
we write them in the chat box or?
Yeah, that's fine. Hmm.
I wrote some.
Okay, great.
Maybe I should do this and then I should do it. Yeah.
Okay,
So you
great.
can.
Okay, thanks. So let's look at yours. You have to make your bread and butter immediately. Make that egg. Your wife has a bread and oven and you just run it down. You roast it.
Yeah.
Okay. No, this
It's
is
a
great.
short one.
No, but Hussein, this is perfect. There are no, the only grammatical problem is you didn't capitalize I.
Yeah, kinda. Other people said to me that I don't know why I use it like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
But in the middle of the sentence, I don't know.
it's always capitalized.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
no, but this is really great. Very good. Everything makes perfect sense. And the grammar is great. Excellent. When So roam about is not incorrect, but it's more natural to say roam around.
I roam around. Okay.
Hmm. But roam about is okay. So great job. Okay, and so whenever everyone else is ready, you can take. Okay, Ricardo.
I don't know if it makes sense, but
Okay,
I, I wrote something.
good. Okay, almost perfect. So, David used to be the apple of his father's eye, comma. So I'm gonna copy it and I'll make corrections. But it's very good. Okay. So, David used to be the apple of his father's eye, comma. But now he has become
It's become okay.
a bad egg. And then I would put here, I'm typing it for you. So that all happened after he lost his job. From that time on, okay. So just a few small changes. But in general, you use the idioms well. They all made sense the way you use them.
Okay,
Do
thanks.
you have any questions about these changes?
No,
Okay,
it's better.
good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, and do you understand why you have to use has become instead of became right here?
Yes, I used to confuse the tenses.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's natural. So a lot of students make this error. So what you can say, you could say, but now he is. Uh, became is in the past, right? So if you use now, you can't use became. You would have to use the present. Okay.
Okay.
So good. When my sister had a bun in the oven, she kept eating junk food a lot. That made her full of beans. She was a couch potato and needed someone to egg her on to eat healthy food. Healthy food wasn't her cup of tea. Good. Okay, so the only problem is I think it's a typo. Her, you typed here, but it should be her.
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
yes, you're right. Yes.
it's not letting me type. Good. And then my one question is, if she was full of beans, Why was she a couch potato?
Because she was like, pregnant, might feel like difficulty to walk and something like that. She wanted just to relax, like something cucumber. I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
she
makes
didn't
sense.
want.
One problem is,
Yeah.
if you're full of beans, you have a ton of energy, right? So it would be difficult.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Sorry.
Otherwise, very good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Adela, do you want to send me yours in a message to me privately, and I can send you
Oh,
corrections?
okay.
Okay? If you want to. If you don't, that's okay.
Okay.
But because we have to end the class now, or they will get mad at me. But it was great talking to all of you. I hope you learned something and enjoyed the class.
Thank you, Kathleen. It was a great class.
Okay,
Thank you.
good.
See you
Have a
next
good
time.
afternoon or evening or day wherever you are.
You
Okay?
too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.